$2 million prize pool with a $1 million grand prize towards the winner of next year's Capcom Cup. Hold on a second. Hey, babe. Hey, Jason's dropping out of school.
What are you talking about? He's 8, doesn't even know what that means.
Yeah, he's going to become a professional Street Fighter 6 player.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this kid's going to make us rich. What's going on? Welcome to Shred Gaming. And the other night we got hit with a banger of some news from COO and President of Capcom, Sugimoto-san. And before we get into it, a huge congratulations to Mena RD for the win. Not only is he $120,000 richer, but is also the only two-time Capcom Cup champion. So congratulations, good job. And also a huge props to all the other competitors. If you didn't catch Capcom Cup, I highly recommend you go on YouTube. It's already posted there. You can watch it in its entirety. If not the whole thing, at least watch the top 16. We got a display of some of the best Street Fighter gameplay I have ever seen. IDOM showed us how dominant Laura can be. Mr. Crimson put on a Dhalsim clinic and had one of the most entertaining sets against Angry Bird I have ever seen. We also got to see the next generation of Street Fighter players. 16-year-old Ending Walker did a great job with Ed, and 19-year-old Zen from China didn't lose one set until grand finals. Needless to say, the future is looking bright for Street Fighter competitors. But things came to a screeching halt when we got arguably the biggest announcement in fighting game history and one of the strongest marketing tactics I have ever seen. It is awesome. San announced that Capcom 10 will have a $2 million prize pool with a $1 million grand prize to the winner. And this is not just going to change fighting games on the competitive level, this is going to change fighting games altogether. Let me explain. If you have been in the FGC, particularly the esports side, then you have heard the phrase FGC poverty. Particularly in the West, fighting game pros make so little in tournament winnings that a lot of these guys have jobs, they rely on making YouTube content or crowdfunded online tournaments. But the chance of you making a sustainable income from fighting games is rarely feasible. The lack of developer and sponsor support has never really been there. But with the Capcom Cup's announcement, that is all going to change. In the first video I ever made as a content creator, I talked about how I think Project L is going to change everything. With Riot Games support and name recognition, the FGC would not only see major dev supported events with much greater winnings, but would also bring in new players and fans into fighting games. But I have to say, I think Capcom beat them to the punch, both literally and figuratively. With the worldwide recognition of Street Fighter, its global player base, and now with League of Legends level tournament winnings, we are going to see a huge influx of new players into Street Fighter. But I don't think it's going to stop there. Sugimoto-san has now made this the new industry standard. As we have seen on Twitter, tons of pro players from other games, joking or not, are now considering Street Fighter 6, which means Bandai Namco, NRS/WB Games, and Arc System Games now have to think about what it takes to keep competitors interested and new players curious. Because now that Capcom Cup is going to be supporting its competitors at this scale, both veteran players and newcomers are going to take into consideration what game they are going to play. This is going to have such a huge impact on the future of fighting games. Gamers have scoffed at the idea of fighting games as a career, where games such as League of Legends, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, and Valorant are giving away millions in winnings. Now Street Fighter has put fighting games back on the map and now can be considered as a viable career path, which will bring in more and more fans and players to want to consider fighting games and will force other fighting game devs to follow suit. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is the next step into the future of fighting games? I think this is the future. I think this is where it's going. Fighting games have always been grassroots. It's always been niche. But with this much support from a developer, we're going to see all sorts of new faces, all sorts of new players, all sorts of new fans. This is a great thing for fighting games, especially in the West. And I couldn't be more excited. This is exactly what I would love for the FGC to grow, to see new people, to see all sorts of different players. So please help this channel grow. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below. And until next time, Shred out.